My name is Joy Air, and my company is Freedom with Joy. I'm proud to bring you Mystic Radio with Robin Alexis. As you might know, Robin lost her voice last year, and when she is healed, she will be back offering Mystic Radio live.
Welcome to Mystic Radio with Robin Alexis from Mystical Mount Shasta. If it's Wednesday or Sunday, it is Mystic Radio. Hello, I'm Bob Bordenero, Robin's husband and producer of Mystic Radio with Robin Alexis. Robin and I welcome our listeners from all over the world to call the show today. It's your calls and questions that make our live call-in show so intriguing. So to talk to Robin today, pick up the phone now, give us a call. Robin and I want to thank you for joining us today and for telling your family and friends about Mystic Radio. As many of you know, Mystic Radio is an experience, not an explanation.
Yeah, what kind of an experience are we going to have today? This is Robin Alexis. How are you? Thanks for listening to our show. The goal of Mystic Radio with Robin Alexis is to empower you to know, trust, and act upon your own knowing. I do encourage you not to give your free will or personal responsibility away to me or to anyone else, and that we all really drop into being accountable for our own thoughts, words, and deeds. What do you think?
I think that'd be a great idea.
Oh, goody.
So, if you have a question and you want to talk to Robin today, give us a call now. It's an opportunity to get in and talk to her and get a session with her on the radio. Alternative Talk here in Seattle. So if you have a question for Robin, give us a call now. 888-298-5569. Locally in Seattle, 425-373-5527. Now, when you call in, you have one question to ask Robin, so make it a good one. She can be of service to you in many ways. She can teach you how to manage your own energy and help you get the clarity about the choices you have to make in life. She can tell you about your past lives, as she's a medium, and she can talk to babies, people, or pets who've transitioned to the other side, and she can rebalance your energy. So if you want to talk to Robin today, give us a call. The toll-free number, 888-298-5569, locally in Seattle, 425-373-5527. Now, we have a great show for you coming up with our courageous caller. And okay, we need some more courageous callers, so give us a call. So we have a great show for you coming up. And callers, please take your phone off speaker and turn off your radio or computer before you get on the call with Robin.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to giving a reading to a caller, or however many callers call in. That's what I'm here to do, to be of service to you. It's going to be really fun. So if you forget and you go, oh, bummer, I forgot to listen to Mystic Radio, we do have a suggestion that you put on repeat on your phone, 12 noon Pacific, 3 p.m. Eastern Time on Wednesdays, so you don't forget to give us a call and listen to the show. I mean, why would you want to miss Mystic Radio when it's an experience, not an explanation?
And you can get all this amazing information.
Yeah, it's a real trip sometimes. Sometimes we just start channeling away. We have no idea what's going to come through. And a lot of folks out there enjoy that type of first information dropping in from the cosmos coming through on the show. So,
okay, I'm going to play the gong and clear the energy for the show today.
You better play it a long time.
Okay, I will. You tell me when to stop,
okay?
Oh,
no, okay. That is good.
Cue from the mystic. Okay, we're going to go to Carol from Manchester, Washington. Carol, welcome to Mystic Radio from Mount Shasta, California. You are on with Robin Alexis.
Hi, Bob. Hi, Robin.
Hi, Carol.
Yes, I thought I would want to be a courageous caller today. Could you please tune into a tree that is right next to my house? It's a very large, very high, very old, and it could be very disastrous if it decides to fall over on my property and house and everything, and electricity and everything. So, does it have a message for me today?
It is telling you what you already know. I'm affirming it, and that is that it is also concerned it's going to be tipping over. Mm-hmm. So we can call in some guides and guardian angels and masters and ascended masters, and some overlighting divas and nature spirits, and see if we can get it to not say that it's not going to fall over, because it's pretty clear that it's headed that way, but that it would fall in a way that would be the least disastrous to anything else around it. And as I say those words, I see the tree falling into a net, that there is, there is a train coming. So I guess we're on the right track.
We're on the right track.
Yeah, no, and actually that sounds funny, but I'm actually hearing that that's true, that net energy is encouraging it to go in that particular direction. One of the things that you can do is go out and put some stones on the side where you want the tree to go, and just talk to the tree and talk to the nature spirits and say, look, I know this is inevitable, but let's collaborate as well as we can and have the tree go in that certain direction. And it is interesting. I'm seeing my great-grandmother Emma here right now. She is the woman that I met in my third near-death experience, and she did write a poem that we later found in her Bible about being on the right track. And so I just feel like it wasn't an accident that Bob's phone went off right then, that it was very benevolent to bring in more energy. Okay, and what she's saying to me is, Robin, what you can understand is that the same way that humans have ancestors on the other side, that a tree also has ancestors on the other side that can assist it. And so she's calling in the ancestors of this tree, in addition to what I thought to invoke, to assist in the tree being on its journey or on the right track in a way that serves the highest and holiest. So, Carol, that was very beautiful. I appreciate you calling in. Thank you for that.
Thank you. Yeah, I will definitely take measures on...
Is it your tree, Carol, or is it somebody else's tree?
No, it's my tree. It's right near the house, and there's a lot of electric power lines that go right near it, and my truck is right there, and the house is right there. So,
and maybe it needs to come down.
Well, another thought that just came to me is maybe if you called the electric company and had them come out, maybe they would take care of it, so that it would take care of their electric wires, even though it's on your property. Because ultimately, the tree is certainly affirming that it's going to be falling. So, anyway,
soon?
Carol, pardon?
Anytime soon?
It does feel like it could, yes.
But
Another good
let me
windstorm.
let me throw this into, is it dead or alive?
Well, it blooms every year. It's a locust tree.
Okay, so it's alive. And
Yes,
and
it's
we
alive.
had, in the past, we've had some tree problems that were not on our property. And so we could complain and worry about it, but we couldn't do anything about it. If it's on your property and it's a problem,
Yeah.
get the tree.
Well, and who knows, if you have the tree specialist come out, they may say, well, we could trim it and then it won't be tipping over. So, you know.
And plus, if they take it down and you can cut it up and use it for firewood, maybe you could make some money out of it.
Or stay warm.
Yeah.
All right, Carol. Thank you so much, and blessings to the tree and your property and all trees. It's funny that Carol called in about trees, because just this morning I was reminiscing about when I lived in Washington and I lived in the water and how much I loved it. And then I looked out the window here in Mount Shasta, where we have these absolutely huge, beautiful trees, which, like Carol, we have to contemplate, you know, whether they could come down in a big windstorm. But they're really beautiful, and they're our friends, and let's all go love our trees.
Well, that's the first time in 14 years we've ever we've had a lot of interesting requests, but that's the first time we've had a tree request.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay, well, if you do want to talk to Robin, give us a call. The toll-free number is 888-298-5569, locally in Seattle, 425-373-5527. We're going to go to Kate from Kenmore. Kate, welcome to Mystic Radio from Mount Shasta, California. You are on with Robin Alexis.
Hi, Robin.
Hi, how may I serve you?
Yeah, I have two questions. I'm experiencing some procrastination, and I don't know why. I really want to do what I need to do, but there seems to be a blockage.
Okay. So you have a repetitive pattern of procrastinating, and you're wondering why, and your intuition is it's a blockage. And the first thing I'm seeing is that I would agree with you that there is an energy system there that makes it more difficult for you to choose to step into a different pattern. So I'm going to go into that vibration of the block frequency and see first, is it yours, someone else's, or a combination? And what I'm hearing is it is yours, beloved. So I'm going to go into it and see if it's serving you somehow. And I'm getting, yes, indeed it is. So now I'm asking if it's the highest and holiest energy to be serving you. And again, I'm hearing that it is. So let's look at this block frequency and find out if it's a block because it's creating for you to go in a different direction, which is more in alignment with your own self-care and self-nurturing. Perhaps you're procrastinating because the things that you were going to do weren't actually in alignment with the deepest harmony of your soul and your soul mission and soul purpose. So as I say those words to you, I'm actually watching the block frequency start to soften up a little bit. And the energy, there's two things coming in. One is the word judiciousness, and the other word is just lightning. There you go. Your energy's starting to shift a little bit here. So the self-judgment on yourself for experiencing the block and experiencing what we have been calling procrastination, we want to drop more deeply into how has it been serving you? How has it been serving you somehow to actually experience that? And I'm getting an answer, and the answer is that you are very aware of your own knowing. So these things that initially we labeled as possibly negative, what we're actually discovering is that although we were viewing them as negative, and I even started to view them negative right along with you, we're actually hearing that it is your intuition. And so if you can learn how to listen to what it's telling you, then all kinds of things are going to open up for you. So, and again, as I'm saying these words to you, I'm watching your chest lighten up in the pectoral muscle area specifically. You're getting a lot of light coming in there, and then in your crown area, up over your head and into your head, I'm seeing a lot of beautiful light coming through. And then when I keep going, what I'm seeing is that it's not so much the block or procrastination, it's that you need to become more grounded. So that's the actual issue presenting, is how can you become more grounded? How can you become more in your own body and more willing to be here, to be in alignment with your soul purpose and soul mission? And that's jumping me back to a birth issue presenting. And I can't go into all the details because we're live on the air, but and I need to go to some other callers. But basically, what I'm seeing is that I'm handing you your own newborn self back into the crook of your own left arm. And I'm seeing you looking into that baby's eyes and seeing the baby's eyes look back into yours. And I'm seeing you assure that little baby that it's safe for this baby to be here, that you are the light, you shall remain the light, and that you shall be given everything you need to fulfill your earthly purpose. And then I see you holding her feet and welcoming her to be in this body. There you go, right there, Kate. So, you know, your situation, if you can look at these things in a different lens and figure out whether it's your energy or someone else's or a combination, you'll be able to figure out whether it's actually helping you or not. So when this show is up in an archive, you might want to go back and listen to what I taught you in this call and just like write it down. And then each time you have these types of experiences, reevaluate it and determine whether it's serving you or not. If it's not, just give it back to Source Love. But if it is serving you, go deeper and deeper into yourself until you have an expertise of knowing, trusting, and acting upon your own knowing. And that's just beautiful. I can see your little baby self is coming right up into who you are right now, and you look much more grounded. So,
and we have a clearing prayer that you can do every day. It's very simple. And if you or anybody's interested in the clearing prayer, you can email me at bob@robinalexis.com, ask for the prayer, and I'll get it to you free. No problem. Do it every day, and it will help clear you.
Yeah, and then you'll know that you know what is your energy, and then you can figure out whether it's serving you or not. And boy, you're gonna have some fun with that, because I can see now that you've got a lot of past life wisdom that's wanting to come into your knowledge base, so you can use it. So, Kate, thank you for the call. That was very interesting.
And maybe you might want to think about getting a full session with Robin, and we'll tell you how to do that in a little while. There's lots more that can be in the onion, and as we peel back things. So we will be back after these messages. This is Mystic Radio.
When is the last time that you felt joy-filled and free in your own body, mind, and emotions? That energy of joy in you is what I assist you to reset and restore. I'm Joy Air, and my company is Freedom with Joy. And I sponsor Mystic Radio with Robin Alexis. What is Freedom with Joy? I assist people to get rid of their baggage without having to analyze or relive it. It's just gone, and you get your life back. Joy is an energy, and everything in the world has energy. Our bodies are no exception. When you have emotional baggage from the past, it blocks you from living your full life of love and joy. I'm a certified practitioner of Dr. Bradley Nelson's energy healing modalities, the emotion code and the body code. This work quite often produces marvelous results and wonderful benefits, so you can be free to live in abundant health, love, and happiness. These tools are not meant to replace any medical treatment, but if your body or mind is feeling heavy instead of joy-filled, let me assist you to relieve your burdens and lighten your spirit. Openings for new clients are filling up, so grab this opportunity to schedule a session with me. Call now to schedule your appointment for a free discovery call. 360-582-6595. That's 360-582-6595. You too could experience freedom with joy.
As some of you might already know, Robin Alexis is experiencing a loss of her voice, and she'll return to Mystic Radio when she's able to. During this time, Robin, who is a Reiki master, is offering a new service called Your Personalized Remote Reiki Week. Robin will send you personalized, focused Reiki for 1 hour a day, Monday through Friday. With this special remote Reiki package, Robin will text you every day after she sends you your remote Reiki session and tell you what she saw clairvoyantly while working on your energy systems. Her clients who have used this service have had tremendous results. She only takes one client each week, so call 530-859-2499 to schedule your private remote Reiki week with Robin Alexis. Call 530-859-2499 now to get scheduled.
Are you aware that you can use the Mystic Radio archives just like an audio tarot deck? Robin Alexis invites you to her website, robinalexis.com. Click the About Mystic Radio tab, then click on Listen Now. That's where you'll find the archive of hundreds of past Mystic Radio programs. Then, quiet yourself. Put your hands in the prayer position in front of your heart with feet flat on the floor. Now, take a deep breath. Ask your intuition which program date you need to listen to in order to get the answers to your questions and concerns. Many people have told Robin they've received miraculous healings from the Mystic Radio archives. To continue your healing, you may be guided by your intuition to return to the archives and repeat this process. When Robin Alexis does this herself, she receives impeccable spiritual guidance that she's put into practice. So what are you waiting for? Go to robinalexis.com and use the archives of Mystic Radio for your own personal audio tarot deck. What have you got to lose? You might just get the answers you're looking for. That's robinalexis.com.
You're listening to an encore edition of Mystic Radio with Robin Alexis, originally recorded live January 2019. Robin will return as soon as her voice returns. Keep listening in the coming weeks for an announcement about her return.
Welcome back to Mystic Radio with Robin Alexis. If it's Wednesday or Sunday, it is Mystic Radio, and we are coming from mystical Mount Shasta. If you want to get in touch with Robin for sessions, you can give us a call at 530-859-2499, or you can purchase it and check out the website. All the details are on the website, robinalexis.com. And you can follow Robin on Facebook at Robin Alexis. If you have a metaphysical question and you do want to talk to Robin today, give us a call now. The toll-free number, 888-298-5569. Locally in Seattle, 425-373-5527. We're going to get back to our callers, and we've got Maureen from Seattle. Maureen, welcome to Mystic Radio from Mount Shasta, California. You are on with Robin Alexis.
Oh, hello. Thank you. I am just going every day through, fatigue is not even the word for it. I am so exhausted. I just push myself to get through every day. And I just wondered if you could help me with that.
Oh, I'm so sorry that's happening to you. I do know what that's like. So the first thing I'm going to do is do some sort of a, well, no, my guys are saying back it up. So I'm going to do the same thing I did with you with the other caller. Let's make sure that we know whether this is your energy, someone else's, or a combination. So I'm going to ask that fatigue frequency. Again, if it's yours, someone else's, or combination. And I do get it's yours. So let's ask it if it's serving you somehow. And with you, I'm getting a different answer than I got with Kate. What I'm hearing is it's not serving you somehow. So in a situation like that, we want to ask the energy to go back to source love and have source love bring you back a different vibration. And instantly what I'm seeing is that somehow your energy has gotten off track in the sixth dimension. So if we look at the sixth dimension as an energy source, we either have morphic fields of light that fuel us to live our highest and holiest, and then we have myopic pools of light that fuel our delusion, fuel the distortion matrix or the control matrix. And when I look in your field, you are very coded with the distortion matrix. And I can see you wanting to get out of that vibration and move back into the morphic fields of light. And so as you try to get yourself out of that web, you become completely exhausted. So I'm going to go in here more deeply and see what we can do to kind of rescue you out of this situation. Is that something that, yeah? Okay.
Yes,
so, all right. So what I'm going to do first is imagine that I'm putting the essence of a particular essential oil on the back of both of your ears. Scientists are even validating that when you put frankincense behind the ears, it helps to free you up. And part of that is why the baby Jesus was given frankincense. It was to keep him in alignment with his own higher self as he lived his life. And so we know that frankincense can help us stay in the integrity of our system there. Your energy is already starting to shift. Can you feel that at all, Maureen?
I felt something, yeah.
Okay. So we can just invoke in the essence of the idea of something, and you're already beginning to be recalibrated. Now, interestingly enough, I am going into your past lives, and normally it would be your overlighting diva of the Akashic Records coming to your higher self to get you, but that's not what's happening today. So I just want to double check that it's okay for me to move into your field like that. And I'm getting a big yes. So I'm taking your higher self's hand, and we're going back in time and we're going back to several different lifetimes where you became very, I'm going to say, mind controlled for whatever reason. And we're going back into those lifetimes, and we are kind of picking up the pieces of your original energy systems and how they were connected in with the morphic fields of light, and then bringing it up through time and recalibrating your energy. Can you feel this too, Maureen, or not?
I do.
You do?
I do. I feel in my heart center.
Good. That's exactly where I would hope that you would feel it. And my hands are starting to move. We're bringing a lot of wave essence here for you. And we're going to go ahead and declare that with the power vested within you and me as your witness and others who are listening as witness, that you have chosen to take your own creator goddess self back, that you are allowing yourself to be in alignment with morphic fields of light that fuel your authenticity, and that in that place you trust thy will be done through you now. There you go. How's that feel?
Oh, I feel so good. Yes, I do. I really feel completely different.
Well, let's continue to witness this energy, because the idea that you are back in your own power, that you are the observer of the energy and you are choosing it to calibrate in a certain way to your command, is allowing you to remember how to work with the manifest universe. And that with me and others as your witness, we see you declaring, yeah, that's it right there. You getting stronger?
I am.
Ila yande, ila yanto, ila kishotiana. Hale, ila namani, kashotiano. Goddess, goddess, please come home. Kilayana, kai shotiana. Goddess, goddess, please come home. Gilimini, likishotiana. Remember who you are. And there you go. It's like an essence, a smell is coming right through you, through your heart. I can see frankincense where you remember. And so it is. Amen. Thank you for the call, Maureen.
Amen. Thank you so much. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Well, that was a beautiful call. And if you want to talk to Robin today, give us a call. Toll free, 888-298-5569. Locally in Seattle, 425-373-5527. We're going to go to Bobby from Seattle. Bobby, welcome to Mystic Radio from mystical Mount Shasta. You're on with Robin Alexis.
Hi, blessings to you both, and Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, Bobby. How may I serve you?
Well, there's a lot going on with me, and a lot of it has been pretty challenging, especially over the last couple of months. And I feel like I'm needing to change where I'm living at, and change a number of things. So I'd really like to hear what you might be getting that might help me.
Well, the first thing coming in is I feel like you're very adept at raising consciousness, but it doesn't feel like it's a harmonious relationship between you and the resources that you need to live in that flowering consciousness. It feels like those two things don't work well together. Is that true?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's see how we can recalibrate your relationship with, so the first thing coming through, Bobby, is I feel that in some past lives you made some vows to poverty, and you did that in those lifetimes from a very benevolent place, that it was the way that you chose to experience not only raising consciousness, but to teach certain practices to other people to raise their consciousness. And so it feels to me these lingering things are in your field, and that's what's causing the almost the field of duality in here. That, can you feel your energy shifting as I'm speaking to you about this?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I feel like you're already bowing to those people who you were in these other lifetimes with extraordinary gratitude. I see when you come out of the bow and you look at them, you have tears of gratitude streaming down your cheeks. I mean, you're just wet with tears, and it's all gratitude that you learned those things. But it's time for you to live in this lifetime and take those teachings and know that this lifetime, Bobby, what you came to do was to be a teacher, not only of spirituality and paths to evolutionary consciousness, but to also in tandem experience cash flow, to experience true abundance and prosperity, that you literally came here to experience that and teach that. Wow, your energy's opening a lot. Can you feel that?
Yeah.
So let's have you also, as you're clearing any past life confusion around what you're doing in this particular lifetime, let's call in your guides and guardian angels, your masters and ascended masters, to bring to you the overlighting diva of your resources, which instantly I see the Sakari universe. And the Sakari universe, to me, are the beings who carry our financial body reset that comes to us from the cosmic mother. It is the energy that is beyond the Illuminati curse, or the people have and then people have not. It's a very beautiful fifth dimensional and higher energy, and I can feel that starting to come into your body. Can you feel that coming into your body, Bobby?
Yeah.
And where do you feel it in your body?
Kind of feels in my lower legs and in my feet.
Okay, great. So let's continue to open that energy up for you. And then I'm seeing some other lifetimes where you were really abused for when you were poor. Like people were really cruel to you just because you were poor. And so there's a place where I feel a calling for you. You want to stay with the poor people, not only because it raised consciousness, but also because you feel like you're a protector, like you're an advocate, like you want to take care of those folks. And so, but you can do that by reframing your energy system. There you go, right there. Can you feel that shifting too, Bobby?
Yeah.
Excellent job. You're doing a superb job shape-shifting your frequency. Now, the other thing you might want to do is right now call in an activation of your stem cells and your telomeres. Those are the energies that rejuvenate and regenerate and create agelessness in the body. You have had past lives, Bobby, that probably were written about in the Old Testament when people would live for hundreds of years. This is another energy system that is within you, is having the capacity to live like that. And then your human mind, when it understands that you can recall that, you also go into, oh, well, gee, how am I going to support this energy? So you want to shift that out and go, yeah, baby, bring on the health, and then bring in the resources that support that from the cosmic mother, from the Sakari universe. There you go. How's that feel?
Yeah, good.
So may you be blessed beyond your wildest imagination with prosperity so that you can live as the teacher of whom you are, experiencing, role modeling, and sharing, allowing yourself to experience this. Thank you for your call, Bobby.
So it is. And can I ask you, you said Zakari? Is that Z-A-K-A-R-I?
I spell it S-A-K-A-R-I. And I don't know.
Is that from the pyramid over in Egypt?
Yeah, to me it's
okay.
it's the precursor of the pyramid that's over in Egypt. It's an energy that I've tapped into for a few years now, and it's where I invoke for people a financial body reset. And to give a little bit more background on this, Bobby, maybe it will help you and other listeners, is that we initially are born with a financial body that we inherit from our mothers. So think about how mothers have been strapped financially, probably predominantly for a long time on this planet. So when you are a babe in the womb, and what your mother is energetically encoding you with is a financial body that isn't in compatibility with your soul, but rather it's a drop in vibration from just picking it up unconsciously from the biology, it can inhibit us from living the life that we actually came here to live. So what I do is I bow to my mother and I say, thank you for being the mother who taught me that that type of financial body isn't the one I want. And I bow to her and she bows to me, and then as she leaves, I see the Cosmic Mother coming in. And I say, Cosmic Mother, thank you for this financial body reset, the one that knows that I am a soul, that I am the light, and I am here in my body, and whatever is in my highest and holiest in all ways will come, that I may live in the fruit of my soul's light and labor. And so welcoming that in, allowing for that financial body reset is such freedom. And you, of all people, Bobby, deserve that, because you can certainly share with a lot of people how to live abundantly in highest and holiest consciousness. Thank you for your call.
So it is. Thank you.
Namaste.
Thank you for the call, Bobby. This is Mystic Radio. We'll be back after these messages. This is Mystic Radio.
When is the last time that you felt joy-filled and free in your own body, mind, and emotions? That energy of joy in you is what I assist you to reset and restore. I'm Joy Air, and my company is Freedom with Joy. And I sponsor Mystic Radio with Robin Alexis. What is Freedom with Joy? I assist people to get rid of their baggage without having to analyze or relive it. It's just gone, and you get your life back. Joy is an energy, and everything in the world has energy. Our bodies are no exception. When you have emotional baggage from the past, it blocks you from living your full life of love and joy. I'm a certified practitioner of Dr. Bradley Nelson's energy healing modalities, the emotion code and the body code. This work quite often produces marvelous results and wonderful benefits, so you can be free to live in abundant health, love, and happiness. These tools are not meant to replace any medical treatment, but if your body or mind is feeling heavy instead of joy-filled, let me assist you to relieve your burdens and lighten your spirit. Openings for new clients are filling up, so grab this opportunity to schedule a session with me. Call now to schedule your appointment for a free discovery call. 360-582-6595. That's 360-582-6595. You too could experience freedom with joy.
As some of you might already know, Robin Alexis is experiencing a loss of her voice, and she'll return to Mystic Radio when she's able to. During this time, Robin, who is a Reiki master, is offering a new service called Your Personalized Remote Reiki Week. Robin will send you personalized, focused Reiki for 1 hour a day, Monday through Friday. With this special remote Reiki package, Robin will text you every day after she sends you your remote Reiki session and tell you what she saw clairvoyantly while working on your energy systems. Her clients who have used this service have had tremendous results. She only takes one client each week, so call 530-859-2499 to schedule your private remote Reiki week with Robin Alexis. Call 530-859-2499 now to get scheduled. You're listening to an encore edition of Mystic Radio with Robin Alexis, originally recorded live January 2019. Robin will return as soon as her voice returns. Keep listening in the coming weeks for an announcement about her return.
Welcome back to Mystic Radio with Robin Alexis from Mystical Mount Shasta. If it's Wednesday or Sunday, it is Mystic Radio. And to get in touch with us for a reading with Robin, a one-on-one session, you can give us a call, 530-859-2499. You can check out all the details, and you can actually purchase a session right from the website if you choose, and that is robinalexis.com. And you can follow Robin on Facebook at Robin Alexis. If you have a metaphysical question and you want to talk to Robin today, give us a call. The toll-free number is 888-298-5569. Locally in Seattle, 425-373-5527. Let's get back to our callers, and we've got April from Boulder, Colorado. April, welcome to Mystic Radio from Mount Shasta, California. You're on with Robin.
Hello, Robin. Hi, Bob.
Hi.
Hi, I wanted to ask... Sorry. I wanted to ask you, Robin, you started telling me some information about how I was connecting with a crystal and that there was a being that I had contacted to get information from this crystal, or that I was ready to connect with it. And I don't necessarily want you to say the being's name, but can you tell me more about the crystal?
Yes, I do believe that many of us are on the planet today who have different guides that we've assigned to guard crystals that are within the planet that we placed there eons ago to help us at a certain stage in our evolution. And my feeling is that that time has arisen now. And I think that people who have these crystals and these beings who are guarding them, those things may be waking up, almost like a bulb would begin to wake up in January instead of in April for a daffodil. It may seem like it's a little early for it to be happening, but it feels like whatever's happened on the planet, whether it was something that we individually agreed to or not, that these things are starting to become activated. And my sense is that when they do, some of us may go through some sort of physical discomfort because we have to go through something to clear within ourselves to get ready for this burst of information that's coming back to us. So, did that answer your question? I think I got a little off there. Did you want me to see what the crystal has to say? Is that where you were going, April?
Yeah, that's where I was going. I was curious if it had anything to do with the fact that I've been trying to have more clear communication between myself here on the planet and my higher self.
Oh, absolutely it does. Yes, I would say that you called its awakening to you, and it was waking up anyway. So yes, I do agree with that. So in that case, this is similar to the last caller in the sense that I'm going to imagine that I'm placing the essence of an essential oil behind your ears to help your high self and your low self, the part that's here functioning, to be able to communicate with efficiency. And when I look in there, I'm actually seeing quite a bit of interference. So let's just talk to your high self for a minute and make sure, no, she's cool. Okay, and then let's look at your human self. Okay, so there's something going on with the egoic self, and I'm going to track that back a little bit further, and it feels to be going to the Antakarana. Are you familiar with what the Antakarana looks like? It's sacred geometry?
Yeah.
Okay, so go ahead and bring that sacred geometry image of the Antakarana up not only into your third eye, but see if you can imagine that it's over each one of your chakras. That's very good. And the place where I'm feeling the blockage around you receiving your crystal encoding is in your throat chakra. And so let's see if we can figure out why that's... Well, there's a lot of fear in there. And the fear that I'm feeling coming up is, again, from the egoic self, where she remembers that when she's spoken her truth, it isn't always well received. And then it can complicate relationships and make things very difficult. And so there's a sense of choking off the very wisdom that is surfacing in you. So does this make sense to you, April?
Absolutely. Yep. Right on the money.
Okay. So is there anything that we can do to honor that, yes, when we are in human form, we have to watch how we speak to people? That's true for all of us. How do we speak our truth in a way that it can be received? and see. Okay, so one of the things, I just got an answer to the question, April, and I'm going to put it to you to see if you get the same thing, is I'm feeling that if we can clear your past lives, or even past in this life, where you've spoken your truth and it wasn't well received and caused issues in your relationship, can you allow that to just take the teachings of, okay, I got to learn how to do this differently? Can you let the trauma of that go?
Well, I can think of several different instances with family, especially with my parents, and then in my relationships now, my adult relationships. So,
well, let me, if you want to, so obviously it's resonating to you in this lifetime, and we're seeing you've got quite a backlog of these moments, so especially when you were female. So Bob was doing a technique with me earlier to help me shake off something, and I actually don't remember it. Bob, can you do the Sedona method?
Yeah, it's really simple. There's a lot that goes into it, but supposedly feelings and things that are inside of us can be let go as easy as a pencil dropping on a table. You can let it go. So the crux of this, there's a lot more to it, and we've known this a long time, but basically I will ask Robin if could she let this go? And then she answers either yes or no. And if the answer is yes, then the next thing is, would you let it go? And if the answer is yes, you say when, and the person responds, if they can let it go, to now. And we do it over and over and over. Can you let this go? Would you let it go? Because we as human beings hold on to things that we probably don't need to hold on to. So that's the process. So it's, could you let it go? Would you let it go? When? Now. And we do it over and over and over again. And most of the time, the information and the feeling gets released.
So I could do that with you right now. I could ask you those 3 questions, April, in terms of letting go of the trauma that you've experienced as an authentic goddess, speaking your truth when it wasn't well received. Would you like to do that experience and see if it helps you, or would you rather just go away and do whatever you need to do on your own?
I think I'd rather wait. I know that's a weird answer because I can feel the fear building. I think this is a protection thing that I have in place. So
that's a fact, yes.
Yeah, I need to think about that. But thank you so much. I appreciate
You're welcome, and I appreciate you mentioning about the protection energy, that it has served you somehow. It's just now you want to go about things differently. And I also love that she knew how to manage her own energy. When someone else doesn't know how to manage their own energy, it makes it very difficult. So that's what we're all about. We're all learning how to know, trust, and act upon our own knowing and manage our own energy. I got pretty snarky on a Facebook post recently. I don't know if people follow me on Robin Alexis or not, but I often will have people privately message me on Facebook with very demanding requests of me. And it could be someone I've never met. It could be someone I knew 15 years ago. And they will demand that I respond to them in a timely way. And if I they will say things to me like, well, you're not very spiritual. and so what I said back to them is, you know what? I am not here to manage your energy. I'm here to manage my own. And the way that I manage my own energy is I don't overdo it. I don't overgive. If I tried to serve everybody who wanted my time, there would be nothing left of me. So I choose when I'm going to be of service. And that's why we do the show. This is a time when I choose to be of service. That's a way that I manage my energy. So I hope it didn't sound snarky just then. But anyway, do we have something else going on here?
Yes, we have Maria from Seattle. Maria, welcome to Mystic Radio from Mount Shasta, California. You are on with Robin. Maria?
Hello.
Hi. How may we serve you?
Thank you for taking my call. I was calling because I'm having a lot of conflict with my sister, and I'm wondering what the energy is, if it's just been building over the years and I'm finally speaking my truth, or if I'm maybe due to apologize to her. in some
way.
way.
Well, this is what I'm feeling is that, in any situation like this, the first thing we want to do is look at, were we part of the problem instead of part of the solution? And in this case, what I'm feeling for you is that you have, in other situations with your sister, chosen not to speak up, which is fine. Whenever anything happens, we have one of three choices: speak up, accept as is, or leave the situation. And in the past, you have chosen, it sounds like, just to accept as is. And now your energy shifted. You can't tolerate it anymore. And so what you've chosen to do is speak up, which might be quite a shock to your sister. Now, you don't need to apologize, because the way you're managing your energy is different than it used to be for something that she has done or you feel that she has done. So my feeling is that you just have simply chosen to respond to her differently, and you don't owe her an apology. All you need to do is keep taking care of yourself. And if she comes back and you two can sit and talk about it, then you might say, you know what? For all these years, this has been going on and I haven't said it, but now I've changed and this is how I need to be. And God bless you and bless me, and either we get along or we don't. But there's no bondage here. You're not binded together by some old family story. You get to choose in the moment, like what Bob was using the Sedona technique earlier. Could you let it go? Would you let it go? When? Now. We live in the now. And in the now, you have chosen not to take it anymore, and you've spoken up. Fine. So I wouldn't go into drama and wiggle wobbly over that. Just own it. That's what you needed to do.
Okay.
All right?
Great. Thank you.
You're welcome. Take care.
And let's go to break, Eric. This is Mystic Radio, and we will be back after these messages.
When is the last time that you felt joy-filled and free in your own body, mind, and emotions? That energy of joy in you is what I assist you to reset and restore. I'm Joy Air, and my company is Freedom with Joy. And I sponsor Mystic Radio with Robin Alexis. What is Freedom with Joy? I assist people to get rid of their baggage without having to analyze or relive it. It's just gone, and you get your life back. Joy is an energy, and everything in the world has energy. Our bodies are no exception. When you have emotional baggage from the past, it blocks you from living your full life of love and joy. I'm a certified practitioner of Dr. Bradley Nelson's energy healing modalities, the emotion code and the body code. This work quite often produces marvelous results and wonderful benefits, so you can be free to live in abundant health, love, and happiness. These tools are not meant to replace any medical treatment, but if your body or mind is feeling heavy instead of joy-filled, let me assist you to relieve your burdens and lighten your spirit. Openings for new clients are filling up, so grab this opportunity to schedule a session with me. Call now to schedule your appointment for a free discovery call. 360-582-6595. That's 360-582-6595. You too could experience freedom with joy.
As some of you might already know, Robin Alexis is experiencing a loss of her voice, and she'll return to Mystic Radio when she's able to. During this time, Robin, who is a Reiki master, is offering a new service called Your Personalized Remote Reiki Week. Robin will send you personalized, focused Reiki for 1 hour a day, Monday through Friday. With this special remote Reiki package, Robin will text you every day after she sends you your remote Reiki session and tell you what she saw clairvoyantly while working on your energy systems. Her clients who have used this service have had tremendous results. She only takes one client each week, so call 530-859-2499 to schedule your private remote Reiki week with Robin Alexis. Call 530-859-2499 now to get scheduled. You're listening to an encore edition of Mystic Radio with Robin Alexis, originally recorded live January 2019. Robin will return as soon as her voice returns. Keep listening in the coming weeks for an announcement about her return.
Welcome back to Mystic Radio from Mystical Mount Shasta. If it's Wednesday or Sunday, it is Mystic Radio. And to get in touch with Robin for one-on-one sessions, please call her at 530-859-2499 or check out the details on robinalexis.com.
And you've been hearing me talk about the essential oil frankincense today. If you're interested in getting some, you can go to my website, robinalexis.com. Go in the Mystic Store. You will see a link called Robin Alexis Young Living Essential Oils. You click on that, and you can either purchase the oil as retail, or you can purchase the starter kit, and it's one of 11 oils that you can get half price with a diffuser, which is the lifestyle that Bob and I have. We really enjoy using the oils for many, many reasons, not just for what we talked about today on the show. So remember, everybody, the angels and the fairies have a message for you. Guard your joy.
And back to your oils, we've got oils for not catching illness or cold. Mm-hmm. It's called Thieves. If you mix wintergreen and peppermint, it relaxes muscles, kind of like a Bengay or something, but it's natural. So
we love essential oils.
We do. We use them all the time, every day. So thanks to all our wonderful callers today, you make the show what it is. Thanks to Eric, always back in the studio, for flying the bus for us here at Mystic Radio from Mystical Mount Shasta. We will see you next week, 12 noon Pacific, 3 p.m. Eastern Time. This is Mystic Radio.
And the fairies love you. Namaste.
This is Mystic Radio.
Thank you for listening to Mystic Radio with Robin Alexis. I'm Joy Air, and my company, Freedom with Joy, and producer Eric Ryder have brought you today's program. Tune in next Wednesday at 12 noon Pacific, 3 p.m. Eastern Time. One of these Wednesdays we will be announcing when Robin Alexis will be back live.